Alright, everyone, hello and welcome. Wait. Hallo, velkommen. Hvordan det du? Jeg heter Linda Sin, and today I am learning more Norwegian with Duolingo, and I almost forgot to do that intro in Norwegian. So, for today's lesson, I think I'm just going to go over one of the simplest things you can learn when you start a new language, introducing yourself. That's what the first things I learned to do in German. That's the first kind of lessons Duolingo has, and it's probably the first thing you learn when you're learning Spanish or Mandarin or any other language, because it's kind of easy. And I already kind of said that the simple hi's and hellos in Norwegian and in German don't really change that much. Hello in Norwegian is hallo. Hello in German is hallo. And to simplify it to, like, when you're just meeting up with friends or people you know, you just say hi. That's about it. For a more formal introduction, here is what you can do. And I figured out my streaming service, so we know how, streaming scenes and sources, I kind of got that sorted out, so we no longer have to stare down the void. Or at least I no longer have to. That was kind of freaking me out. But here, common phrases we have. So a very formal greeting, you're on the streets of Norway. You have to walk up to someone you've never met before. And you want to be formal and polite. So you say, Hvordan har du det? Or Hvordan går det? Both of those mean, how are you, or how is it going? Hvordan, how, har du det? Have you... Excuse me, jeez. It kind of literally translates to how... This one literally translates to how goes it? This one translates more like how do you have it? I guess. But either, it makes sense in Norwegian. Hvordan har du det? Hvordan går det? And in response, the responses that I forgot last night, Har det bra, takk. Just fine, thanks. Jeg har det bra, takk. And ha det bra is actually, har det bra is also another way of wishing someone well when you're saying goodbye. When you say goodbye, it's ha det bra. The only difference is you lose the R on ha. And then another form of goodbye, which I haven't really heard in much of the language courses, but it's vises. Pronunciation, I'm still learning vises, I guess. So you walk up to someone, you can say, hi, hvordan går det? And they will say, bare bra, takk, or just bra, takk. Or they may say, jeg har det bra. Or they may say, however you say, I'm doing horrible, thanks. Or something like that. Yeah, I haven't really learned that response yet, but I'll look forward to it when I do. Maybe as a foreigner, I can get away with just saying, someone comes up to me, hi, how are you doing? I can just be like, horrible, thanks. And they're just like, okay. Just trolling people day in and day out. So that's basically how you would greet a stranger on the street, or someone like a teacher or a boss or coworker in a formal setting. With friends, you just say hi. or hi, I've heard that a couple times in Norwegian. And it may vary. I haven't learned much about different dialects, like in northern Norway, southern Norway, east and west. I think there's a couple of different dialects with slight variations, but I don't think anything too crazy. So for this lesson, now that we know some introductions, and one thing I forgot to mention. I mentioned this a little bit last night, but I'll say it again just to kind of drive that in. It may be tempting if you're learning Norwegian or German, when you learn the words, I am and good, you might be tempted to just throw those together in a response to Voda Godet or Vigatia. Or I need to brush up on my German. Well, so I am good in Norwegian, jeg er gut. That is not the proper response because jeg er gut is for when you're referring to you are good at something. Are is a verb, and yeah, it's just not, it makes sense in English, but it has different meanings in Norwegian and in German. So that's one reason greetings can kind of trip you up, because you may really want to use jeg er good, but the correct response is bare bra, just fine, or jeg har det bra. I have it well, kind of. Alright, so it looks like I have to brush up on my plurals. Plurals are pretty easy. You basically just add an R or an ER to the end of the word. Eple, epler, gut, gute, jente, jenter. There are some. So, remember we talked about masculine, feminine, and neuter nouns. Masculine, feminine, you just add the ER. Neuter nouns, and I guess a single syllable neuter nouns like hus and die, they are irregular, so you don't add an R or an ER to it. So, hus, die, barn. This one, children, trips me up. Barn can be child or children. We know it's not a definite plural, because then it would have the E and E at the end. Hus would be husna, and that would be the houses. But house can either be, or hus can either be house or houses. And the way you tell the difference is just context and the adjective endings, which I think we went over last night a little bit. I'm just starting to get the hang of it. One exception to these rules, the word man, in English, for when we're talking about men, plural, we just change the A to an E, and that's actually the exact same thing you do in Norwegian, except man is spelled MANN. But it's the same thing, it just changes to MENN. And there are some more irregular plurals. Und as in duck, is ende. You change the E, we still have the ER, the A to an E, and add ER. Book. The O becomes O/. Foot, fötter, feet. You add the ER, O/. Hund, hands. Hender, the O with a super dot becomes an E. Natt for night becomes nette. Tan, teeth, tenor, tre, and tre, and the E turns into AE, and then you add an R. I forgot to open my Google for my language learning. Do I have a thing on plurals? Not really. I do have something somewhere, though. Is it here, maybe? I want to make a note of those irregular plurals, just to help myself out and check. Okay, so here we go. Hus. Yep, I got that right. Et hus, huset, hus, husna. Let's see. I can do a thing for men. Barn. We had. I wasn't sure what the plural form, but it's just barn. So, et barn, a child, barnet, the child, barn, children, barna with an A at the end, the children. One day I'll get it down. Let's see, men, that's what I was, sorry, I keep getting distracted. I have to keep, oh, hi, there in the chat. Hi. I have to keep, switching back and forth. I kind of get a little distracted, but, So, men, or en mon, that changes to monin, and now, the irregular plural, menen, and the men, Menin doesn't seem right. I might just leave that one there for now. Just put a little question mark there. Oh, and I did figure out how to change my keyboard. I have German, English, and Norwegian. So I am now unstoppable and infallible. You can't keep me out of your country. I'm going to take it over. Some more irregulars. I can do I have N? Yes. Oh. Okay, I have that right. Ender and na. Buke. Aha. I was not right. Plural, you add the O slash. Okay. Now I just have to remember where the O and the AE are at all times. Oh, there we go. And mon, monin, men, menin. Okay. I guessed right. Oh, I wrote this twice. Dum-dum, okay. Today, I don't think I have that in the list. I can write that down. And tree is... A lot of language teachers do not recommend using Google Translate because they don't always know the right words in the right context. They know a bunch of words. It's not doing the thing, the switch. But yeah, definitely if you're trying to get like a complete sentence, I wouldn't use Google Translate. It is good for helping you quickly figure out gender pronoun. Okay. There we go. Être, that's a neuter noun. Tre. Tre. Ah. Here we go. Tre. R. Woo. Oh. Now I have to keep switching my keyboard back and forth. But that's okay. Tre. It probably won't tell me. Trailer? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, hello. Oh, we have another chatter, bursting profanity into my comments. Oh my gosh. It's Dora. No Dora on this channel. Dora already is already bilingual. What's she doing trying to learn Norwegian? Say, I'm just gonna guess, tenor. And I can save a few of these for later. For now, let's get to practicing. And nothing happens. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Aha, there you are.
Ja, han har flere hunder.
Ja, han har flere hunder. Yes. He has several or many dogs.
Flere.
Several. Oh no, not severe. He has severe dogs. Okay. I'm so confused. Dora is God? What is going on in my chat section? Barna? No. Barna is the children. Barn is child. Barn leser brev. Brev. Woo! Oh. Letters is another irregular. Do I have it down? I do not. Et brev. Brevet. Brevet. Brev. And when in doubt, just add the E-N-E. Maybe you get it right. Maybe you insult someone in another language.
Mannen leser flere aviser.
Alright.
Mannen leser flere aviser.
Oh, right, this is type. It's not speaking. Okay. The man reads many newspaper. Like an old person. Not to insult anyone that still reads newspapers. I probably shouldn't have said that. The man reads many newspapers. Several. It's very, very picky about the difference between many and several.
Ender spiser brød.
Ender spiser brød. The
Ender.
ducks eat bread. Ender spiser brød. Side note, do not feed ducks bread. They get fat on bread, and then they don't eat nutritional stuff, and they can't fly away. And you're stuck with ducks. I think, Coconut, we got... Dora is Odin? What? Why? Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna, check... Alone impression. I'm starting to get scared. I don't know if I'm gonna check my chat
De
anymore.
jenter, ikke gutter.
The moral of that message, don't feed ducks, and Dora is God, apparently.
De jenter, ikke gutter.
Jeg jente ikke ute. And that's interesting about Odin. That's Russian. I wonder if it... I never thought... I guess it makes sense the names all have meanings of the Norse gods. I just never really thought too deeply into it. I do know, the funniest little historical fact, scholars who study Norse mythology, there's so much discourse of the myths around the character Loki. Like, no one can agree, like, where his origins were, like, or what his name means. It's, like, so in character to have, like, the god of chaos, and no one can figure it out. It's, one of my favorite little bits about Norse mythology. If Loki knew about this, I bet he would be very proud.
De jenter, ikke gutter.
Jeg jente ikke gutter.
De
De er jenter, ikke gutter.
jenter, ikke gutter.
They are girls, not boys. And they, wait.
De jenter, ikke gutter.
The. Not, so it's not they, it's the. Or more, like, Mjolnir. Oh, cool, Odin. She's also low with, she's Russian. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Mjolnir. Is there one, I don't know the exact context of it, but there was one story, Thor lost Mjolnir and they had to break into a wedding to get it back, and like the giants put the hammer on Thor's lap, and it was supposed to like symbolize something, like, I don't know, it was weird. But, it was one of my favorite stories. Thor dressed up in a wedding dress, crashing his own wedding.
Jeg har en bok og flere aviser.
Jeg har en bok og flere aviser. I have a book and several newspapers. Yes.
Hester liker epler.
Hester liker epler. The horses like apples. Epler. Woo!
Jeg liker flere jenter.
I was like, I'm on a roll, but I already got one wrong, so I'm not going to get the 100% correct streak. I like several... Oh, we can spicy now. I like several girls. Not grills, girls. I like grills, too. Duolingo's got some drama going on there, I think. Yeah, Loki comes out tomorrow. Woohoo! Coconut. Oh my god. I need to learn the Norwegian word for you're giving me a headache so I can yell at my friends. Well, I can yell at you in German though. Dang it, I have to brush up on my German.
Barn leser brev.
Every time I try to think of German, I forget every word I've ever learned in German. Ich bin kaputt. Ich bin kaputt. You make me kaputt. Loki is very, very weird, and that's why we stand him. Or they.
Barn leser brev.
Barn leser brev.
Barn
Read.
leser brev.
Children read letters. Not anymore though. We usually read emails. Like, and it's probably just the word email in Norwegian, but it'd be nice to like practice that a couple times so I can be sure. Many have cabins. Okay, flere. har hytte. Mange. Oh, okay. Mange har hytte. Woo!
Hva spiser hester?
Hva spiser hester? Let's see, what's the time? I think I'm gonna do this stream until about 5:30. I'll take a break and do some other stuff, and then tonight I'll be coming back and doing another episode of Absalom. Woohoo! Anna. E-post. Okay. Oh yeah. That's another one of my favorite stories. The story of how Sleipnir came to be. That one thing I wonder about that story, cause like Loki already went through some stuff, and then he gets stuck as a horse and has a foal, and he comes back to Asgard. He's like, congratulations, you got your wall done, whatever. And Oda's like, that's a 8-legged horse. He's like, yeah. Like, can I ride it? Just like, I mean, if you want, I don't have any use for it. Sure, you can take my child and use it as your seed. My 8-legged son. Was spiser Oh, wait, no, that's not who. That'd be who eats the horse. What does the horse eat? Ah! What do horses eat? Gosh darn it. Yeah. Coconut! Oh my god. I really don't think you want to have Loki's child. There's a good chance it's going to be a monster. I know you hate snakes. One of his children was the Midgard serpent, the giant snake. Remember Loki's tapeworm? Like, we were watching a show. It's on Netflix called Ragnarok. It's a really good show in Norwegian.
Kvinnen har ikke
If anyone's
hester.
interested, I highly recommend it. It's basically reenacting some of the stories from Norse mythology. Like, a bunch of kids are selected to get these powers, and of course the main character, Manya, he gets the powers of Thor, and his half-brother, Loritz, he turns out to be the children of Jotuns who are hiding out in the world. And so he basically becomes Loki, and one day he goes to the doctor and he finds out he has a tapeworm, so they give him medicine. And the tapeworm gets really worse, it gets really painful, and so he rushes to the ER, and it turns out it's not really a tapeworm, I think it was a tapeworm that became the Midgard serpent, and he's just like, and the doctors, after they've done operating and removed the tapeworm, they're like, hey, this tapeworm is like bigger than any tapeworm we've ever seen. Could we donate it to science? And Loritz is just like, can I see it? And he ends up taking the tapeworm home, keeping it in a fish tank, and it freaks his mom out. And, I'm not gonna say anything else to avoid spoilers, but, I do like the creativity of the show. Oh, what are you trying to say now? What does the fox say? The snake is like a... Ah, yes. I am now permitting... I just permitted all your messages, so I have 3 messages that come up that are about you admitting your fetish. Okay, back to the lesson. Kvinnen har ikke hester. The woman does not have any horses. Jeg har ikke heste. Jeg had ikke hester as well. One day, I really hope I'll be able to get a horse, move into a nice place, and get a couple of horses. But until then, I am broke and horseless.
Spiser du epler?
Spiser du epler? Do you eat apples?
Vi er jenter.
We are girls? Nein, we are kvinnen. Kvinner. We are women.
Mange ender drikker vann.
Mannen. What was? Oh wait. Yes, that was the man.
Mange ender drikker vann. Mange ender drikker vann.
I know drinker vann. I heard that part. Oh. You mean man? Wait, no. I can't spell. Manja ender drinker vann. There we go. It sounded like mennen for a second. I was really confused. Guter har manja äpplen. Okay. Ah, guten, not guter. Okay.
Er det mange hytter i Norge?
So painful.
Er det mange hytter i Norge? Er det mange hytter i Norge?
Are there mange hytter i Norge? I've heard it's a common thing in Norwegian for summer vacation. They go to the cabin in the mountains, and it's kind of like what we do here in Minnesota. Apparently Minnesota is the only state where we say going up north, for vacation, because most of the nice, woods and lakes areas are north of Twin Cities, so we say we're going up north. And Norway kind of has a similar thing, a tradition of going to the cabin.
Liker ender epler.
I almost wonder, because Minnesota is so full of Norwegian immigrants, I wonder if that came from there, maybe? Liker ender epler. Do ducks like apples? I don't know. Do they like apples?
Det er mange edderkopper der.
Ooh, one of my favorite Norwegian words, edderkopper, spiders. I just think it's such a cool word. And in German, the word for edderkop is spinne, which also kind of makes sense, like spiders spin a web.
Det er mange edderkopper der.
Det er mange
Mange
edderkopper
der.
Han leser brev.
Wait, no, English. He writes letters. There's no et here, so we know that this is plural. Ah, he's reading letters. Gosh darn it.
Mannen leser flere aviser.
The man reads many or several newspapers. Whoa.
Hva spiser hester?
What do horses eat? The boy Guter har mange epler.
Han leser brev.
Alright, and I'm back. It looks like I have some more warm-ups to do, and then I'll try to finish location so we can return to that question. What do you do if you need to find the movie theater in Norway and you're being chased by bears, and the only way to find it is to ask a stranger on the street? So those words, we've kind of already been over this. To make something definite, add a the to it, you add en, or sometimes for feminine words, you add a, neuter words, you add et, and plural, you add ene. Pretty straightforward.
Kanskje det er rommet vårt. Kanskje det er rommet vårt.
So, something that is our room. Maybe that is our room. Okay, kanskje, okay.
De bøkene tilhører ikke deg.
The E is they. Wait. They.
Bøkene tilhører.
You have to kind of rearrange. I have to kind of rearrange the sentence in my mind to translate it. They do. Oh. Tilhører. Kanskje can happen. Okay. Thanks. That'll be an easy way to remember it.
De bøkene tilhører ikke deg.
Okay, what's tilhører?
Tilhører.
Do not belong. Okay, so those books do not belong to you? Okay. I guess I got confused because usually they, but I guess I can be...
De.
Okay.
De rommene er våre. De rommene er våre.
The rooms are ours.
Det er hans kopp.
Det er hans kopp. That is his cup.
Den hesten tilhører gutten.
Den hesten tilhører gutten? Okay. Alright, microphone, don't fail me now. Den hesten tilhører gutten. Tilhører... I said it. I thought I said it right. Sometimes the mic just doesn't... And this happens when I do the app on my phone too. It just... Yeah. Den hesten tilhører gutten, the horse belongs to... That horse belongs to the boy. So when you have
Hesten.
definite form of a noun with an en, and you have the den, it becomes that. So, just like more specific.
Vi leser de bøkene.
We read those books.
Nei, jeg gjør aldri det. Nei, jeg gjør aldri det.
Your is a good verb to remember. I think it's to be or doing. I can check. No, I never do that. So, no, I do that. Do that. Never. Nei, jeg gjør aldri det.
Hvem er den mannen?
Hvem er den mannen? Who is that man?
Nei, den bjørnen er ikke vår.
Bjørnen er... Wait, nein.
Nei,
Den
bjørnen
That bear is...
er ikke vår.
Someone has a bear? No, the bear is not ours. Well, whose bear is it? Because that seems very problematic.
Den hesten tilhører gutten.
Though I guess, ancient societies in Scandinavia used to have bears as pets. Yeah. I still wouldn't recommend it, though. Den Hesten tilhöre Guten. Tilhöre Gut. Okay. It almost missed again. I just can't hear me when I say that one word. After I'm going to try to slow down, I guess, next time. Oh, there we go. I have yet to get another perfect streak. I can try it with family. Okay, and I did just create a thing. Food. People. Okay. Here we go. Family. We are family. Welcome to the family. Family words are some of the most common in Norwegian, but also some of the most irregular. Wow. Pay attention to how the following words pluralize. Father, far. Mother, more. Brother, bror. 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 I feel like I'm saying it with the O/, but... Sister, sister. Sister. Daughter, daughter. Definite singular. Farin. So it's far, farin, fadre, fadrina. Okay, so... I can just make this chart here. Far. Okay, I don't have to underline that. Far. And these are pretty easy to remember. They all start off with the same letter, or at least the same, almost the same 2 letters as the English equivalent. So for me, they're pretty easy to memorize. Farin. Fedre. Fedre. I have to listen to how that word is pronounced. Fedrina. More. Roar. And switch to Norwegian keyboard. Here we go. I'd keep it on my Norwegian keyboard, but it moved around some of my other things, and I can't memorize everything yet, so I'm just gonna switch back and forth. Daughter. Wait. Yeah, daughter. Like, son is just son? I don't know. Yes. Oh, it has a O/. Okay. Well, I can just do it. Do it. Maybe that's a cognate. Oh, I should, well, yeah, I should be safe and do the, the thing in front of the word to make the thing, if that makes sense. And that is not right. And I'm gonna say that's masculine. And daughter. And son's probably masculine. Baby is masculine. A masculine child. My daughter and family. I can do this word. And familia, that's basically the same as in German for elder. That's a kind of an easy word to remember because you see elder is in here, like your elders. Elder. Far more bro, sister. Sibling. One word I get mixed up on: sibling and sister. They both have the S/S, but sibling ends in KN, sister is TR. A little trippy. What was it? Baby for elder. Twinning. Sibling. Oh no, a twin. I'm just gonna. Suspend. There we go. So, different versions of this now. Oh, why did it, there we go. So, more, I think with the feminine nouns, they can either be, well, I don't know. We'll just go with Moran. These words probably sound horrific with my American accent. At least I'm Northern American and not like Southern. I'd be saying these words with a Southern accent. That might be a little bit worse. Modra with a O slash. There it is. I can erase this, yeah. Modra. And, final Modrena. Okay, and you can just boom, boom, Anna. There we go. Bror, Broren, Bro with a O slash, Brodre, and Brodre. Okay. Wait, no, forgot the R. There we go. Just copy and paste. So, the sister. All these have the O slash, so that doesn't really change, so that's nice. Until we get here, then that kind of changes. Definite plural, so we're gonna copy and paste again. A little tedious work, but, yeah. This is good practice to just slow down and think through some things and, get yourself used to working through nouns and the different forms of words. I can't remember. It's been so many years since elementary school. That sounds sad. But, I can barely remember when we did this for our writing classes in elementary school so long ago. Now, what's like? I don't even want to think about it. 8 years? More than 8 years. Since I've done it? Probably like, no, more than 10 years. I'm 21. I don't want to think about it. I'm not that old. D'autres with an O slash. Paste. D'autres. You just copy this whole thing. Boom. Oh. Almost coming to the end of the stream, so I think I'll do the rest of these later. and I'll just restore this and see how well I can do.
Foreldrene sover.
The parents
Foreldrene.
sleep. And that's when the fun begins. Foreldrene sover. There we go. The parents are sleeping.
Jeg er faren din.
Jeg er faren din. I am your father, Luke. Nei, jeg er faren din.
Babyen er tvillinger.
Babyen er tvillinger. Okay. I should make a note of that. So it's basically just the word and then E-N-E, which looks a little weird with the Y until you remember how you're supposed to cut those words in half. Alright. Babyen er tvillinger. Okay. I really stumble over that word.
Tvillinger.
Tvillinger. Okay.
Er dere tvillinger?
Er
Dere.
tvillinger?
Tvillinger.
Are you twins? They're as the plural form of you.
Babyen leker med katten.
The baby plays with the cat. Or is the cat playing with the baby?
Familien min er I Norge nå. Familien min er I Norge nå.
My family is in Norway now. And I don't know if I've really talked about the possessive pronouns yet, but kind of like they put the at the end of a word. The possessive noun goes behind in certain situations. Not all the time, but most of the time. I think when it's the subject of the sentence, I could be wrong. But, yeah, you see, min is after familia. Or family.
Jeg har 5 søsken, 2 søstre og 3 brødre.
Oh, wow. Stor familie. Jeg har 5 søsken, 2 søstre og 3 brødre. I have to listen to those words again, because...
Søstre.
Søstre.
Brødre.
Brødre. Okay.
Brødre.
Okay. So I have 5 siblings, 2 sisters, and 3 brothers.
Datteren vår har en baby.
Datteren vår is the word for our, so just like familia min, it's datteren vår, daughter of ours. That's how I kind of think about it and remember it. Our daughter has a baby. Oh.
Du er ikke faren.
Du er ikke... Ooh, we're getting really spicy now. Du er ikke faren. Duolingo's been watching those reality TV shows. I don't remember their name.
Familien din elsker deg.
Familien din elsker deg. Din is your, so your family loves you. Aww. That's sweet.
Hvor er foreldrene dine? Hvor er
Where are
foreldrene
foreldrene
dine?
Foreldrene dine. Where are your parents? Good question.
Datteren min liker hunder.
My daughter likes dogs. Sweet.
Amerikaneren er min far. Amerikaneren er min far.
Oh, okay. At first I thought this was America is my father, but no, it's American. The American is my father, and here the min comes before the far. So I think the subject of this sentence is American, the American, and so this would be not the subject, but like, see, I have to brush up on my parts of a sentence, the words for that.
Fedre og
Yeah.
sønner.
Fedre og sønner. So, fedre is father. It's so it's far, faren, singular far and far. Indefinite plural, faren. Definite singular? No. And far. Okay. This indefinite singular, this is definite the father. Okay. And son. It's indefinite plural? I didn't write that down. Of course I did. And the father and sons? Fathers and sons. Okay. That makes more sense.
Foreldrene mine på kaféen. Foreldrene mine
på kafé.
Kaféen.
My parents are at the cafe.
Datteren vår sover.
Our daughter sleeps. Vi har to That reminds me, one story our German teacher told us when he was in college learning German. He had a question, but he wasn't exactly certain on the answer, and his teacher was kind of a really strict, kind of scary German guy, and he asked the question, and he got called on, and he was really hesitant, and I forgot what the question was, but his answer was bananas, and he went, bananas? As kind of like a question when you're unsure, and the teacher was so annoyed with this, and he goes, are you asking me or telling me? In the German accent. So every time I use that inflection, I kind of think of that story.
Sover babyen.
Sover babyen. The baby is, the verb is at the beginning of the sentence, so it's a question, is the baby sleeping? Woo.
Brødrene mine tvillinger.
My brothers, in a plural, mine, are twins. Woo.
Han har søsken.
He has siblings. I almost was gonna say sisters, but
Søsken.
And that's interesting. That's plural, but it ends in ER. I'll have to make a note of that. Cooperate. Or do I have that wrong? I probably have this wrong. It probably shouldn't be. I'll have to go back and check that. That might be the wrong form of the noun.
Fedre og sønner.
I know this one. Fathers and sons. So, indefinite plural. Definite singular. Definite singular. Plural. Yeah, that's definite plural. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Woo! And that is... I am finished restoring all my points. Okay. Woo! So that was Norwegian, the Norwegian lesson of the day. I didn't get to location like I want to do. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. I'm trying to make these streams a little bit shorter. I don't want to do like 4 hours straight of Norwegian. That's a little much. So that's all for today, and I will be back later tonight with Absolov, and I will have an update on my Twitter when like 15 minutes or so before I'm gonna play that. So if you wanna hop in and watch me be attacked by naked deer men. So, ha det bra!